Welcome the topic for core data framework fetch result controller. And today topic is if table view has got more than one section. So what are the necessary changes required to fetch more than one section through fetch result controller? Let's see it now. Uh, this is header is a project and the project added as a column, new column to employee table, and that new column and that the unique projects will be the sections of this table view. And let's see that what are the changes required. The first change is in sort description. That should be the first sort description by the key, the column name, project name, and then key path. We need to give that column name key path with the qualifying that employee clause. So it will be sorted by project name, those feature records sorted by project name. So unique project names will be the section names. So we need to provide that key path as a project name. So how many unique projects names are there, that many sections will be created by the fetch result controller. So when it comes to the data source, and we can point that sections gives us the number of sections and number of rows in section through sections, and the current section index as a pass as index to that array sections, and get the number of objects. And table view cell, same thing, that object on of corresponding row we pass section, array of section, and objects we get through objects, and then so current row index. And one more, this section we need to provide that height for header section, and I just provided as 30, and we need to set up this header view cell, and for that we can make use of library provided by iOS, that is UI table view header footer view. And this section view, we have this one, this icon. When you click on this will collapse and expand. And one is you can have a label, and another is icon. So we configure content view, and first UI label view, and then set the header line as a font of that UI label, and button, and set that collapse icon. Initially the icon is a collapse icon, and we set that image, and constraint for the both. So header label and leading constraint with respect to content view leading anchor and width anchor, and for the icon trailing anchor, and then leading anchor of that trailing anchor, and -60. It's a trailing anchor. From the trailing anchor, and then what is the point it, it starts that leading anchor. And one more, when I click on that, it has to be expanded, so we need to add a action to that. And that action created a protocol, and the method is expand or collapse touch. So when you click on touched on that expand or collapse icon, and we need to insert a rows or delete a rows. So this method will be called, and that is given as a delegate. So whichever the table view controller implement this protocol and it implement this method, and we add the target action on the button. So on the delegate, and delegate is instance variable created that has to be set by table view controller, and a method we call. So this delegate will be the table view controller which implements this protocol, and the method which is implemented will be called. When it comes to mplist controller, and that delegate need to be implemented, and that protocol, and we need to register that header view. And then for this table view, we register this header view with identifier, so that when this calls this delegate method view for header section, it gets that view and we sets the view. So two things we need to set here, one for icon, and icon tag will be this, and this will call for each section header view. So when we click on that expand or collapse, and corresponding section need to be collapsed or expanded. So we need some tag, and which icon, which section icon is pressed. So on that icon we are just adding the tag to identify that which section it is clicked, and label, corresponding label of that interview we are setting as a, and name will be that column name of that value for the section name will be the name of that unique columns. So when it comes to, when I touched on that button, and we need to insert or delete, insert or delete the rows. So when I click on collapse, we need to delete. When I click on expand, we need to insert the rows to the table view. So for that we need to get that index paths, and we create index paths for that section, the section which is we tagged it is, and which section icon is pressed. So we get section, and we get no corresponding rows in the section from the main table view source. Gets the row index, and then we pass the section for that index, and we delete rows, and corresponding section and row will be deleted, and insert rows, and corresponding section and row will be inserted. And that's it. So when it calls, and identify the section and corresponding insert or delete.